So as the title of the video suggests, we will be talking about things more likely to kill you in Canada than a firearm. Now to prove the point more times than I need to, I decided to look at StatsCan for the number of total deaths in Canada spanning from 2001 to 2022. I also decided to look at another stat focused on the most current year available. Now firstly, I want to be clear that when I'm talking about gun deaths, I'm going to just be talking about gun homicides in Canada. Yes, accidents and suicide make up their own distinction. However, I'm going to be primarily focusing on gun homicides, as those stats are the best recorded.
Note, however, that even if I included gun deaths from suicides and accidents, guns would still kill very few people compared to other causes of death in Canada. This can be evident as apparently there have been studies in the past saying guns make up a very small amount of overall suicide methods in Canada, being, I believe, 16% of overall suicides in Canada, which is a minority method as hanging is the most popular. However, that's enough of that information.
So many people die each year in Canada. Well, looking at the most recent year in 2021, the number of people to die in Canada was over 3,000. Now, what was it that was responsible for the most deaths? Well, that would be cancer, with the number of people dying from cancer in Canada to be 82,822, or 26.6% of total deaths that year. Heart disease was number 2 at 55,271, or 17.7% of total deaths that year. Now, the number of gun deaths in Canada in 2021, I'm not even going to hold this stat back. It was 298. Yep, 298. To put that into perspective, that would mean heart disease kills 185 times more people than gun homicides in Canada. Cancer kills more than 277 times more people than gun homicides in Canada. Yet tell me this, apart from a charity event, when was the last time you heard cancer or heart disease talked about on the news? Now compare that to the last time you heard gun violence being talked about on the news in Canada. Now this should really concern you. How much money is the government be promising to spend on banning firearms compared to how much they spend putting money towards researching cancer and heart disease treatments? Well, I'm not confident to give you solid numbers on cancer or heart disease, but the amount of money they're expecting on spending on banning guns is ballooning to the billions, which is quite literally concerning that for something that is responsible for only 0.00096% of all deaths in Canada, that we spend that much money on what we could be going to saving lives, not just in Canada, mind you, but around the world. Thank you for your time.